لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك.
Now I will ask a question about my topic and Bob will ask a question about his topic. We will not interrupt each other. We'll have a civil discussion. You finish your point, I will finish my point. If I interrupt you, call me out on my interruption. If you interrupt me, I will call you out on the interruption. Is that fair?
Okay, so what we've agreed is we're going to do question for question. The questions can be about any topic. However, the debate that I have said that I want to have with this guy is about what the Quran says about Jesus Christ. Those are the questions that I will answer. He can ask any question about that topic and I will answer it.
Okay, so as we see here, Bob is afraid to speak about Aqidah. Why? He's coming to Muslims acting like he's a big man. I can ask questions. I said you can ask me anything you like. Imagine, I'm giving him free choice to ask any question he likes about Islam. We can defend our religion. We can defend our religion, we're not afraid. But Bob here is afraid because he knows he's ignorant about Muslim Aqidah. He knows I'm going to give him a lesson about Islamic Aqidah. So what he doesn't want to talk about is Muslim Aqidah. The topic coming back again. I said it's fair if you have a topic for you, I have a topic for you, for myself. The topic you chose was with the other guy, not with me. We never agreed. It's show me on camera me agreeing with you on that topic. I never agreed on that. What we agreed upon is you ask a question about the topic you want. And the topic I want is going to be the creed. The topic I want is going to be creed and aqidah. Can I ask you a question about creed and aqidah and you ask me a question about Jesus and the Quran as you want? If you want that, we can have a nice discussion. If you don't want in front of everyone here, they see that you know nothing about aqidah, you're afraid to have a discussion about aqidah. Go ahead.
So, the question that I came to talk to him about was about what the Quran says about Jesus Christ. Because that was the debate that he interrupted over there. I said to him that I will have his debate about Aqidah when he apologizes for the rude way that he interrupted my debate earlier. If he is willing to give that apology for his rudeness right now in front of everyone, he can have the debate that he wants. All he needs to do is give a sincere apology for his rudeness.
Okay, we as Muslims, in our religion, which all Muslims should know, it's called Izzah. We have Izzah. We don't apologize to anyone. We don't apologize to people who worship a man who has died on a cross. We do not apologize. Interrupting. I didn't interrupt you.
You're right.
I didn't interrupt you.
Sorry,
okay.
my apologies.
We do not apologize to someone who is showing the same rude behavior that he wants me to apologize about. I said, if you want to have an equal debate, leave the past to the past, be the past, and let's focus on right now. Unless you're afraid, let's have a discussion. You will choose your question about the topic you chose. I will choose to ask you about Islamic Aqidah that you were showing your might and asking questions about last week. Is that fair, everyone?
Yes.
We can all choose a topic.
Yes.
Each one can answer a question.
Yes.
Simple, fair terms. Do you agree or you disagree?
Okay, so please note what he said. We do not apologize to those who worship God as a man. You all heard him say that, and it's on camera. In other words, what the slip of the tongue was is we don't apologize to Christians. That's what he just said, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hand up, Christians, if you want to be a second-class citizen. Because what he just said was we don't apologize to Christians even when we do wrong. Even when we do wrong. And why do we know it was wrong? Because he accuses me of doing wrong by interrupting Muslims. So he admits that he thinks that it's wrong. Something that I do not agree to. But then, even though he thinks it's wrong, he does it to me and he won't apologize. Now I agreed that he can ask any question he wants. But what I said the topic was, that he ignored, was that the topic was about whether Jesus is the Christ. And what does the Quran say about the Christ? He can ask any question he wants about that, and I will talk to him about it. If he wants to talk about Aqidah, he just needs to give me an apology. That's all I'm asking for.
Okay.
Yes, about Jesus and the Christ.
You're done, yeah? Okay. Now, We can see exactly. I'm going to repeat the same things I said. It's very simple. It's very simple. Bob does not want to have the debate. Do you know why? He's afraid.
Come to you
He does not know about the topic. He doesn't want to talk about it. That's why even if you tell him, let's have the debate, he will stick with the excuse. He doesn't want to apologize. He bullied me. He doesn't want to apologize. So he will stay with that topic because the reality he doesn't know about creed. It's a problem. He doesn't know. And he's strawmanning my position about Christians. I never said we should not apologize to any Christian. The words was very clear. You can go back, rewind the tape. I said we do not apologize to people who are asking us to apologize of the same things they're doing wrong. He does something wrong and he's asking me to apologize about the same thing he did. I have no problem with Christians. I have so many discussions online with Christians. They are well-behaved, well-mannered Christians. They don't do these things. I have a well-mannered discussion with them. Everyone can see. I apologize many times to people if I interrupt them, etc. You can see this. It's on my videos online. I do not need to justify that. My words were clear, but that's the Bob's strategy. He takes your words, he strawmans, adds little bit words from him. He adds some extra bits and he starts refuting his straw man. I never made the claim you don't apologize to any Christian. That is Bob's strategy. And by the way, I'm gonna show you this inconsistent strategy happening so many times in the debate. That's the first time. Now I'm gonna repeat what I said again. People are here. They're waiting, you're wasting their time. Do you want to have a discussion where you choose a topic yourself? I would choose a topic. I'm not controlling your topic. You chose the topic. I can choose my topic. I'll ask you a question about my topic. You ask me a question about my topic. Unless, as I said, you're ignorant. You know nothing about Muslim Aqidah. You're illiterate about Muslim Aqidah, so you're afraid. You don't want to talk about it. It's not translated, so you cannot read it, my friend. I know, it's a big problem for you. So do not come and talk about something which you cannot read. I'm here to represent my firm aqidah, my oneness, my unity in my creator who's not deficient, who's free from all needs. If you want to have a discussion about that, I'm waiting. People are waiting. Let's not waste people's time. The lady wants to hear a discussion. Other people would like to hear a discussion. Let's agree. Your topic, my topic, one question, one question.
Okay, so the debate that I came here for, the one that I asked him for, and the one that he is running from, and I don't know why. But I suspect the reason why he's running from this debate is because Muslims assert that Jesus is the Messiah. But yet they have absolutely no understanding as to why Jesus is the Messiah. The Quran does not help them. The Hadiths does not help them. And that is the reason why he's running from this debate. Because the Old Testament is clear as to why Jesus is the Messiah. He is the Messiah of the world, not just the people of Israel. He is an eternal being, not just a man. And this is the reason why he doesn't want to debate my topic. He rudely interrupted a debate that I was having on that topic. And I invited him to have that debate with me over there. I have come again to invite him to have that debate with me right now. I am not the one running. I came to him. I came here. I asked him for the debate. Does that sound like someone who is running? The debate that I am asking for is about what the Quran says about Jesus as the Messiah. That is the debate that I want. If he wants to have a debate about Aqidah, I am here, willing to have the debate. Is that running? No. All he has to do, apparently standing here saying I'm willing to debate you about Aqidah for the woman who is waiting, is running according to her. And why is that? Why?
Why, Bob?
Because if a Christian stands up to a Muslim, it doesn't matter what they do, they are the ones in the wrong. He needs to apologize for his Aqidah debate. He can have it right now, right here. All he has to do is apologize to one who worships a man like God. That's all he has to do.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now I have here a few points which is showing that Bob is repeating his points again and again and again and again. He's going in a circle. Why? First thing he said, the debate we agreed on. It's on tape. I never agreed with him in only debates. He spoke to a layman Muslim. He was having a debate with him and he wants to force the topic on me because he knows he's ignorant about the other topic. That's the first point. The second point is he's saying I'm running from the debate even though I said ask me any question about Islam. It's either he has a hearing problem or he's acting like he never heard me. I said you can ask about any topic you would like to ask upon. I'm not running from anything, my friend. I'm here. Ask any question. Islam is a strong religion, my friend. We don't run away like you, okay? Now coming back to the topic, Jesus is the Messiah. I can teach you about the Quran. You mentioned Quran, Hadith. Jesus is the Messiah. I can teach you, my friend. I can tell you what the Quran says. You can ask questions. Do you want the teacher to teach you? I'm willing to teach you. No, there's no issues on that. I can teach you, my friend. Now when it comes to repeating, interrupting the other things that happened in the past, you interrupted me that time. He interrupted me. He stole my lunch. Bro, get over it. Be a man. Get over it. Get over it. Have a discussion like a man, bro. Have a discussion like a man. I'm here to have a discussion about any topic. Stop acting like a victim. Your viewers can see it. They can see the weaknesses in you. Oh, you want to talk about anything? Let's talk then. One question. My topic is Aqidah. Your topic is whatever you want. I can answer it. Again, let's not be in a circle. Let's not waste people's time. Let's have a discussion. People are tired. Go.
Okay. So here he's saying that he's willing to have a debate about any topic. Here's my topic. Let's talk about what the Quran says about Jesus being the Messiah. Case closed. We can have that debate. Now, if he's not willing to agree to that debate, and he wants to do this, you have your conversation and I have my conversation. The reason why this won't be edifying, ladies and gentlemen, is because we won't be able to penetrate deeply. I can simply obfuscate on his questions and he can obfuscate on mine. But if the topic is singular, there's no dodging or running away. We go deep into a topic. It's edifying for everyone that hears it. If we have two separate conversations, then he will waste my time on the topic he doesn't want to talk about, and I can waste his time on the topic that I don't want to talk about. Out of principle that I am not a dhimmi, that I am not a second-class citizen, I will not debate a topic demanded by this particular man on the topic of Aqidah until he apologizes for his rudeness. I will debate with him any other topic. I will debate any other Muslim, even Mansour, right now. I'll debate Mansour on Aqidah. I'll debate him right now. But until this man apologizes, he won't get the debate that he wants, because he demanded his debate by interruption and rudeness. So Mansour, would you like to debate Aqidah? Would you? Are you running, Mansour? Is he not a man? He's running.
No, you're not a man.
He's not running. You're running from the debate about Isa. Do you want to have it? Yes or no?
Again, now it's my time to speak. It's my time to speak. Oh, sorry.
She's asking you to apologize.
The lady is asking me to apologize. Which would you say it's not fair for you to ask me to do something and not ask him to do something, right? He's okay. If he would apologize first, I don't mind. You can apologize. Then we will say I
apologize on all of your behalf.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now coming back. Look, again he's saying the topic is not edifying. The topic is not edifying. What he actually means, I don't want to talk about it because I don't know it. What he actually means, I want to control the topic. I don't want you to ask your questions. I said one question. It will be edifying because you will ask.
Apologize.
I will answer. Now don't interrupt. I didn't interrupt you.
All right, JC.
I didn't interrupt you again. We see second time. Who interrupts? Muslims interrupt or not? Okay, good. Now we said it's a Q&A, which means you will ask, I will answer your topic. That's very edifying, my friend. You can ask, I can give you answers, and I can tell you what the Quran says. I will give you all the edifying you like, my brother. Don't worry. All you have to do, brother in humanity, by the way, all you have to do is to do the same. Allow me to expose your ignorance, to ask you questions about Aqidah, as well as you're going to ask me questions about my Quran. It's a simple, fair thing. Everyone here sees this as the truth. Now, people are here. I'm not going to waste any more time. People have time. I'm fasting and I don't like screaming. None of my videos you'll see me screaming with anyone because that's not how I do things. if you want to have a rationalized discussion, people are here, they're moderating, everyone will say Bob was standing in front of everyone in speaker's corner, and he was afraid to talk about Aqidah, even though a Muslim gave him all the chances to ask any questions about the Quran, to ask any question he likes, but because he knows he's ignorant about Aqidah, he's afraid, he doesn't want to talk about it, he doesn't want to expose his ignorance to a layman. Move on, Bob, move on, be a man. Will you talk about it, yes or no?
Okay, so let's just deal with Mansour's comical apology on everyone's behalf. Mansour knows as well as I do that no man can apologise on another person's behalf. I can't apologise for Mansour, Mansour can't apologise for me. It doesn't work like that.
He is afraid.
I have invited this brother twice, the man who comes here. Wait, are they interrupting? Are they interrupting?
Remember, you said we will try. I'm not interrupting. Am I interrupting?
Right now.
You said to me, you asked me a question. Yeah, don't try.
So guys, he says, be a man. I've invited him twice to debate the topic I want to debate him on. He has refused. He says that I'm running from the debate. I said I will debate him right now if he apologises, but he refused to apologise. And let's just remind everyone of his words. We Muslims do not need to apologise to those who worship man as a god. That's what he said. We don't need to apologise to those dirty kuffar, those little dhimmis, those polytheists. No, we've got him on tape, love. You can say he didn't say it, but we have him on the camera, and so does everybody else. But here's the difference. We won't edit it out of our videos, but I suspect that you Muslim channels will edit it out of yours. And Mansour's nodding his head and saying yes. He's nodding his head and saying yes. He's saying yes. Now he says that I am not a man. He says that I am a man, not a man. Is Mansour shouting? Is Mansour interrupting? He says that I am not a man. He says that I am not a man. Let's be clear, everyone. Interrupting. Let's be clear. I'll debate any Muslim here right now on Aqidah, but not him until he apologises. Any Muslim. Mansour, do you want to debate Aqidah? Ali, do you want to debate Aqidah? No. Do you want to debate Aqidah? No. Do you want to debate Aqidah? Do you want to debate Aqidah? Am I running from the debate? No! He's running from the debate. To have the debate he wants, he just needed to say sorry. That was all I was asking for. Goodbye, cowards, and good night.
Bye. Thank you for exposing your ignorance. Thank you. Everyone can see your ignorance. Thank you. Bye. Now just to show that the last romance before we end, again we see the same consistent thing that Bob does. He strawmans my position. I said Christians are this, Christians are that. It's on video. I never said such a thing. Bob, he likes to strawman. Bob will debate everyone in the park, but not me. That's on video, yeah? He will debate everyone, but not me, which shows his ignorance. So, what we see, any Muslim who comes to the park, this is my sincere advice. Any Muslim who comes to the park, if Bob comes to you, he says, this question about Aqidah, say to him, Muhammad is there, go speak to him. Tell him Muhammad is there, go talk to him. He's there wherever you want to have a topic about Aqidah, he's going to have a topic about Aqidah. Show us your ignorance about Aqidah, we're here. Jazakumullah khairan. We don't want to make a lot of time. Yeah, that's it, man.
You know what it is? You know what it shows? Because he came to me last week here, and we've been told very clearly not to speak to him. But the thing is, brothers and sisters, because he knows, wallahi, it's very clear. How many shahadas have you guys witnessed in this park on the videos?
So many.
How many? Wallahi, I'll tell you. The Christians, can you imagine? They're not talking about Christianity anymore. Wallahi, they don't talk about Jesus anymore. There is no mention of Bible anymore. All they do is talk about Islam. And you know what's really enraging them? Wallahi, I've seen here, I've been coming here for 8 years. I've seen minimum 20 shahadas, yeah? Have you guys ever seen one person come to Christianity? One, actually one. That's the reason why, because they have the problem of the Trinity, and that's a massive dilemma, they want to find the same with us in the matter of Aqidah. He came to me and goes, oh, Allah's face, does that mean that's another God? I'm like, you have a Trinity problem. Why do you want to come here and make... Yes.
You said he asked a question. The question he's asking is, can Muslims worship Allah's face?
Yeah.
That is the question that Bob was asking last time. And the answer is simply no. Why no? Because we say Allah's face is Allah, Allah's hearing is Allah, Allah's sight is Allah. If you worship a separate attribute of Allah, it indicates, and people might think that this is separate from Allah, and we don't believe Allah's attributes is separate from Him.
Exactly.
If you worship only Allah's love, Allah's hand, they only worship Allah, they only worship God's word.
Yes.
That's why they try to make more Muslims worship an attribute of Allah. And they have in the Bible, you can see in Genesis chapter 2 verse 2, their God He forgets and He remembers. Their God He rests. Their God He regrets. Their God is, the Bible says God is a sheep. Revelation chapter 17 verse 14. The sheep of sheep. Come on, man. You come and talking to Muslims about religion. You should read your scripture,
but not only that, it's like saying, for example, the argument they use is like saying, oh, did you say thank you to Muhammad? And somebody goes, oh, did you say thank you to his hand? Did you say thank you to his face? I said thank you to him. What's that got to do with his face or his body part? So it's clear, brothers and sisters, that because the Trinity doesn't make sense, and in the Western world, millions of people, do you guys know that recent statistics show that millions of people are leaving Christianity? The church, nobody's going to the church because they have this problem and they know Trinity doesn't make sense. One of the Unitarian scholars they had in history, they said, how much longer are the Mohammedans, they used to call them Muslim Mohammedans, how much longer are they going to laugh at us because of this Trinity? They were telling them, stop believing this nonsense. That's the reason why, wallahi, there are reverts here that have come to Islam. Like my brother Dawood, he was a Christian before. Myself, I was never a Christian. You have people here who are Christians who've come to Islam because it makes sense. And we tried to have a debate, but they had a debate over a debate. But that's it. Muhammad is clear that he's running away. He's looking for a Trinity. He's looking for a Trinity in the Quran. It's not there. Because it's simple. We worship one Allah. He's not a man. There is nothing like him. Khalas.
Now we are fasting anyways. We don't have time to waste. And I lost my voice. It's the end of it, man. We show clearly that he's not going to have a debate. We're not going to have any more discussions. But remember the question. He asked you about Aqidah. Say to him why you ran away from the debate. Jazakumullah khair. Barakallah feek.